Creamy risotto with the taste of truffle oil is a perfect combination to display perfectly seared scallops in this delicious Italian dish. Welcome to Lawyer in the Kitchen. Today we're going to make scallops with truffle mushroom risotto. And the risotto is going to be made with an arborio rice, which is a medium grain rice. We got a cup and a half of that. We've got 12 ounces of mushrooms. We've got a full stick of butter in this. We're going to have about a half pound of scallops, 2 scallops minced, about half this container of mascarpone, or 4 ounces. I've got about a half a cup of Parmesan. I've got a half a cup. What?
I'm sorry, what is that?
Mascarpone.
No, that.
Shallots. What did I say?
Scallops.
Scallops. The scallops are here.
And then you said...
Well, and there's some more scallops. These are little onion-looking scallops.
That's why I'm going, okay, now wait a minute. I'm not real up on my kitchen stuff, but that looks like shallots.
These are shallots. Those are scallops. I get this right. I mean, they're all similar words. Anyhow, so there's that. And then I've got a half cup of white wine. And then we're going to have 6 cups of chicken broth, which is more than 1 bottle, or 1 can, or 1 box, I should say. It's a box and a half of that. What would truffle be without the actual truffle oil? And we have this we got in southern France.
We actually got to see the dogs hunt for truffles.
I know, and the reason they don't do pigs is the pigs eat the truffles
before you can get to them.
And, but the dogs are well trained. But I will tell you this, if you go to their place and you try to give them a little piece of truffle, the dogs, you will get in trouble, because then they get out of their training and no one likes that. Anyhow, so there's that. And I'm finishing it off with some chives as a garnish, and I think that's everything we have. All right, we're gonna start off with 2 tablespoons of butter. We'll use 1 more tablespoon with the mushrooms, and then we'll use the other 5 tablespoons at the end when we put the cheeses in with the completed risotto. Now I got my shallots, which I keep wanting to call scallops. The next thing is gonna come in. We're gonna go ahead and put the shallots in, get all of those. We're going to cook these for a couple of minutes. And I didn't say anything about salt or pepper. That's almost understood. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. So there's that. That's good. Now we're going to pour in the rice. And this is certainly one of the things that's different. We want to get all that rice nice and shiny with butter. So we're going to keep stirring this. We'll do this for about 1 minute. And if you look at it closely, we're getting all of this rice covered with that butter. And we're toasting it. I know this says 1 cup on here, but it's about half full. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my 1/2 cup of dry white wine. This is a Chardonnay. It's a dry white wine. In my opinion, it's the most flavorful of the whites. I'm usually critical of them because I think they have virtually no flavor to begin with. Anyhow, a lot of people will criticize that. Hey, listen, if you think white wine is the best thing in the world, go ahead and comment on that and my disparaging remarks about it. I'll be interested in seeing that. All right, here it goes. Now, we're going to turn this down, way down. We're just going to keep absorbing this in. Smell this now. You smell the wine coming off? That's very nice. This is going to be good. This is already going to be a different taste, totally different taste than you would have if you just made rice in a pot. I've already warmed this up nicely so that when I add it, it won't take any time away to heat the liquid. We're going to let this get completely soaked in, which it is right now, and we're going to add a cup of the chicken stock. And that's about that. And we're just going to keep stirring this continuously until this is absorbed. All right, so we're going to keep adding liquid until all of this is in, most likely. And then we're going to add it only when the liquid we have in there is absorbed, which it's already getting. If you look at this, look at that. See, there's another cup of liquid. It's already almost in there. And then we're just going to add a cup at a time, approximately a cup at a time, until we have it all done. And we're happy with the consistency. I don't like it al dente. I like rice cooked. Okay, I'm okay with pasta being al dente, but not rice. I'm going to start the mushrooms in another pan. So they're ready to go in. We're just going to let them sit for a couple, 3 minutes in 1 tablespoon of butter and 1 tablespoon of oil. I didn't mention that in the beginning. There's another ingredient. 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of butter. That'll leave us with 5 tablespoons of butter left for the end. All right, so we're going to let this go on down. And the next addition of liquid, the mushrooms are on. Truffles were coveted by ancient Romans and Greeks and were considered an aphrodisiac. In France and Italy, truffles were a symbol of wealth, and dogs are generally used to find them. Risotto was developed in northern Italy, Milan for example, and is made by slowly cooking medium grain rice in broth, butter, and sometimes saffron. The combination of truffle with risotto is a perfect culinary match. Today we're adding mushrooms and scallops. Tablespoon of that. All right, we'll go ahead and put these in. This is fine. That's 12 ounces of mushroom. If you could get cremini, that would be better. But I couldn't find those in our supermarkets here in Tallahassee. So a little salt and pepper. And we're gonna let those stay right there. Get a little bit of a sear on them on one side, and then we're gonna flip them. We'll leave them right here for 2 or 3 minutes though. Meanwhile, let's go back and check our risotto. It's looking good. All right, we got a little bit of a sear on these. And I'm gonna put just a little bit of liquid in there. Normally they have a little liquid anyhow, but we're gonna do that. I'm gonna turn this down also. Because when we put them in the risotto, we want them to be essentially where we're gonna eat them. They're gonna be cooked already. All right, so we're back to the risotto. This is an intense dish. You gotta watch this. There's no reason to even taste this yet because it's not even close. We'll wait till that's absorbed, add some more chicken broth. So the risotto is almost done, and I'm gonna say I got this dish inspired by Jane Bennett, who is on the Best of Cooking at Home. That's her channel that I belong to, and a lot of members do. And we cook a different dish every week based on the showdown. Where she posted this picture. This is her version of this same dish. So this is getting pretty tight. I may add a little more liquid, we'll see. I'm gonna let it go just a little bit more. I've checked this, we've cooked this, at 40 minutes or so, 35, 40 minutes. And we used almost all of the 6 cups of chicken broth. I think it's nice and smooth and tender. So I'm going to put in first of all, the remaining 5 tablespoons of butter. And there goes the creaminess right there. Or there comes the creaminess right there. And so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna start off with a tablespoon of the truffle oil and see what it tastes like before we finish it. I know we're gonna go with half of this container of mascarpone because this is 8 ounces. We're gonna use 4. And that's probably a little more than half, but that's okay. Oh, this is getting velvety. All right, so here's our half a cup, 3/4 a cup, 2/3 of a cup. Who knows what it actually is because it's finely grated.
But what is it? You never said what it is.
Parmesan.
There you go.
I've said what it is before though.
Well, okay.
Yes, but I have. All right, look how creamy this is all of a sudden. This is absolutely creamy good. All right, so let's put in about a tablespoon.
Nice.
I know. That's about half of this, I'd say, of the truffle oil. All right. I honestly think it might use a little more truffle oil.
That's good.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, you can taste it, but
it's just not.
But the more you chew the rice, the more rice you taste.
Yeah, I think you gotta have.
It doesn't hang on enough.
We're gonna go ahead and put the mushrooms in, about most of them. We're gonna save some for the top, and then we're going to make the. So now this is the truffle mushroom risotto, and that is super silky. Is that not silky? That's absolutely silky. All right. So we're ready to put this together on a plate. I've saved some mushrooms out to cover it. A little garnish. I don't have my chives cut up though. And we've already tasted the risotto, which is the main part of this dish. And it's great. And so listen, for the scallops, I know I didn't show you cooking those. I have another video on seared scallops. If Seth could put that up, I can show you. The main thing about them is getting them washed and dry, completely dry, so that they'll sear. And to cook them undercooked versus overcooked. All right, so we're gonna put this risotto. Look how creamy this is. And you can smell the truffle oil. But it's not overpowering like that drop of risotto on the edge of the plate, which is overpowering. Okay, and we're gonna add a few mushrooms on the top. These are nice, these are nicely cooked, by the way. All right, and let's pick a nice couple, 3 scallops on here. This one's, look at that, that's super good. Nice sear on that. What do you think, one more? And then some chives. I know you say always to put too much, but this time I don't think I did. What do you think? You're gonna say it's too much. All right, it's time to taste. All right, so we're ready to taste this, and it looks creamy. I already know because we've already tasted this. I'm gonna get some of this with a mushroom. I'll tell you what, the truffle oil is perfect. I think 2 tablespoons would be too much, but you can taste it. And it lingers on throughout the entire profile. I like it. I think you're gonna like it. Have a taste. But the risotto is completely creamy. It's just beautifully creamy. Isn't that good?
That is so mellow.
Marshall, come have a taste. You're okay with truffle oil, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
That's good, isn't it?
It's like the perfect amount of richness.
All right. Smooth, silky, isn't it? And there's no al dente to the rice. It's arborio rice. It's cooked. It's absolutely cooked. Used almost 6 cups of broth. Not quite, but it's pretty good. Anyhow, if you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe and you like and you tell me where you're from. And I will see you next time on
While you're in the kitchen.